G'day and welcome to episode 67. In the last episode we headed south from Bishkek, negotiating some of the local traffic, incredible landscape and found a great hilltop camp spot overlooking a lake. In this episode we continue our drive south in this beautiful weather to Osh.
Oh my god, look at this thing! Today is just ridiculous. No. Alright, you're right off this one.
So this fence here, this is the start of no man's land. So just over there, that's Uzbekistan. So driving along the border today, on our way to Osh. And I think this is kind of a new sensation for us in the trip, driving so close to country borders so frequently. I know obviously it's going to get me more frequent the more we head west. And the other thing too is when we entered India, I made that comment that we expected to see a few more overlanders. That didn't really happen in India, but it's 12:30 now.
Oh, another one.
And we've seen about 30 European campers, all separately. It seems the floodgates have been open, so there's about 30 campers, two groups of overlanding motorcycles, and a bunch of cyclists. So I think here heading west, it's going to be, we might have a few neighbours.
So we had our first neighbour.
Oh, we had our first neighbour. So that last camp spot we stayed at, and we had a young Swiss-French couple come and stay on the first night. So yeah, I think that isolation that we had in Southeast Asia, not so much isolation from people, but just as foreigners in some of the areas we stayed, I think it's going to be a bit hard to find now. But,
yeah. And it's funny too, like when we're driving along and like we see them and I'm just telling Mark just to give them a toot and I'm out the window just waving at them and they're looking at me like, what the hell?
Because they've come from an area where obviously there's a lot of foreigners and overlanders and we've seen none, so Dolly's getting a little bit excited.
Just a little bit. I'm just being friendly. Mark and I were too busy talking just then and we weren't paying attention to what the GPS was saying, so we've come on a little Maps Me adventure through a village. It's fun. Oh, that's not good. So we're just trying to find our way back to the main road.
Beautiful though.
Yeah.
It's good to slow down for a bit.
Yeah. There was a little lady just chopping down a tree with an axe. We had to try and scoot past her. Oh, what a cutie. No. You're right. Yeah. We've just pulled into Osh and the drive here was really nice. Everything was super green. Yeah, it was lovely. So we have come to a supermarket, a gigantic supermarket at that, So the plan is we're going to restock the car with enough food to do the premiere, which will be starting in a couple of days' time. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. We'll have to get some more fruit and veg before we leave Kyrgyzstan, I think, just to like make sure everything's high, because apparently those sort of foods are hot commodity once you're on the premiere. But yeah, how's the drive?
Not too bad. Lots more overlanders this afternoon, which is surprising, and we just got 665 kilometres out of our sub tank, and we're not finished yet. That is the highest kilometres we've ever got. So the fuel must be good here.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
More of that, please.
Normally it's like 600 or something, hey?
Yeah, around 600, 550, 600, depending on the roads and the driving style. But yeah, the roads have been good. Just been cruising, so happy with that.
Sweet.
Fuel's not as expensive as it has been in the previous countries, but
it's about 90 Australian cents. 43 som, I think.
90 cents. So it's getting down, and it's just going to get cheaper from here, which is great. Until Europe, obviously. Yeah.
Anyways, time to go shopping. So we've actually been really surprised how good the shopping is in Kyrgyzstan. It's like our first sort of well-stocked supermarket since we left Australia. Which Thailand was okay, but this is like, it's got everything.
It's just like Australia.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. A little bit more, yeah.
Check out these cuts. That's like $7.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And like the rest of Kyrgyzstan, there's always plenty of vodka. These bottles are like around $5.
How do you pick one?
Pick an alright bottle up for about $2, but you can go cheaper.
So many. They all look pretty. Just heading out into the hills just south of Osh. So we're going to camp here for a night or two and just do some last minute preparations.
Look at that.
Oh look, another overlander. Honestly, they're everywhere today. It's crazy. What are you just doing? Step here.
And they're in a van, so it's hard to get up here.
So yeah, we're just gonna maybe camp out here for a couple of days before we cross over to Tajikistan to do the Pamir Highway. But yeah, we just have to find somewhere to camp first. So this looks like a pretty good spot to set up. Not bad. It's got an amazing view. These mountains are spectacular. It would have been cool. There's like a really nice view of Osh just over this hill, but we couldn't find no spots to camp because this is all actually like crops. But yeah, so we're gonna go up there and watch the sunset. It's actually a little bit windy at the moment. So Mark's just checking the wind just to see if it's gonna change because it's been spinning around a lot the last couple of days. So yeah, maybe it'll change direction after the sun sets. But yeah, it's a beautiful time of year to be here because everything is so luscious and so green. It's just beautiful.
Pretty good spot.
Yeah, not bad. Pretty happy with this one.
Nice and quiet. The wind was just a bit higher before, but it's dropped off now, and I think just with the sun setting. And the sunset that way. So I'm guessing
Osh is just over here.
that we should get a good sunrise from that way. So I'm looking forward to that in the morning. Those other guys were a young Dutch couple. That spot is actually on Way Overland. We found some tracks up here on Google Maps when we arrived in Osh, and we're going to check this out, and we realised there was a spot there, so we had a look at that first. And I think from here west there's going to be people at spots that are on Way Overland that we haven't really encountered that yet.
But we gave them some space.
We gave them some space. I mean, you don't want to be camping on top of each other.
No, especially when there's so much space.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
We've actually found a spot here, which looks like a sunrise spot. There's lots of signs that people come here.
Yeah, just like some bits and pieces on the ground.
I don't know, it looks like cotton, which is odd, but
oh yeah.
Anyway.
Very good.
And that's where we're heading.
Yes, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this mountain range over here is the border to Tajikistan.
There's a nice dirty big mountain we have to climb to get up there.
I think it's this way.
Well, that looks like a pass there.
Yeah. It's like a mixed veggie stir fry. I got some rice vermicelli noodles, which I think I've been holding on to these ones since, I don't know if it's Thai or from Nepal. Anyway, that's what we're having tonight. Easy dinner. We had a little bit of a late start today, but we've just gone and picked up our last groceries, and now we're heading out of Osh. So we're just driving, I think it's about 15 k's. We're going to fill up the water and get some more diesel. And then we're just going to find somewhere to camp around there, I think, and then tomorrow we'll drive to the border, which I think we'll probably spend all tomorrow driving to the border, or then just camp somewhere before we cross.
It's a big hill.
Yeah, apparently it's really steep from this side, so...
4,000 metres, I think we passed.
Yeah.
And we're at, actually a bit higher, we're nearly 1,000 now. So.
Yeah. But yeah, we're not going to rush up in the morning, so we'll just, yeah.
Chill out.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I caught it or not. But he just like reversed into this little water fountain over there and gave his car a little shower. But anyway, we found this spot on Way Overland, which is like a local spring fill up. So we've just come here to fill up the tank, but everyone says it's okay and everyone's doing it. So there's like a little spring under the bridge, like just under there now. The water's crystal clear, so I'm sure it'll be fun. It runs through the filter anyway, so yeah, it'll be fun. But yeah, our tanks were completely empty. I'm pretty dehydrated at the moment and need some water ASAP. Little bath trip up. We ended up driving, I guess it was about 100 kilometres out of Osh to get diesel, because we're going around to the different fuel stations there and none of them they wanted to take card. And we've got cash, but I just didn't want to use all the cash because I want to get that converted. So yeah, I know that this fuel station does accept card, which is awesome. So we've driven here and we actually had to buy a jerry can. So we've just picked up a 20 litre jerry can, just because when we're doing the premiere, there's like huge stretches where we can't get, it's not like reliable diesel. And then also Uzbekistan, it's also like you have to get, if you run out of diesel, then you have to look for it on the black market, and it's just this painful process. So we just thought we'll get an extra 20 litres just to carry with us. We've got two 90 litre tanks in the car anyway, but yeah, just having that extra 20 litres with us, it's good security. Yeah, all good. So we're just going to camp around here somewhere. It's like about 8 o'clock now. So yeah, we'll just camp here tonight and then keep driving to the border tomorrow. Just topping it right up.
With the sides down,
That's my... It's alright, Mitch can just be in the background just yabbering away. So since it is already like maybe, I think it's like 8:45 now, so we just decided to come to a local restaurant and we just got some chicken and this lovely lady's cutting it up for us.
There you know you're a clown.
Rahmat. Say hi, Mitch.
Hello. Mitch is just next door in Afghanistan working, so...
Working hard or hardly working?
Hardly working, of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's on the internet.
Alright, bon appetit.
Join us in the next episode where we continue our journey into the mountains to Tajikistan. Thanks for watching. See ya.